When you look at Singapore today, clean, modern, wealthy nation, admired around the world, easy to forget that just a few decades ago, it was a small, struggling island with no natural resources, no oil, no gold, not even enough water to supply its own people. But how did this tiny nation rise from poverty to prosperity? And who was the man behind this transformation? Join me as we uncover the inspiring story of Lee Kuan Yew, the founding father of modern Singapore. His vision, discipline, and extraordinary wisdom turned a fragile island into one of the richest and most successful countries on earth. If you enjoy stories of leadership, nation building, and powerful life principles, don't forget to follow and subscribe to this channel for more inspiring videos. Early 1960s, Singapore was in chaos. It was a young nation struggling with high unemployment, racial tension, corruption, lack of resources, poor infrastructure. Many global leaders believed Singapore would never survive, but Lee Kuan Yew believed otherwise. Standing in front of a divided and discouraged people, he made a promise. "We will turn this place into a modern metropolis." Everyone thought it was impossible, but he saw something others didn't: the power of discipline, unity, and long-term vision. Lee Kuan Yew believed a country will never prosper if its leaders are corrupt. So he built one of the cleanest and most disciplined governments in the world. He raised salaries for public officials to attract the best minds, but punished corruption with the strongest penalties. He once said, "If you want to lead, you must be clean. If you want people to trust you, you must be trustworthy." This became the foundation of Singapore's growth. Investors trusted Singapore because the government was honest. Foreign companies trusted Singapore because rules were clear and fair. If the top is clean, the bottom follows. Discipline creates stability. Stability attracts development. Singapore had no natural resources. But Lee Kuan Yew knew one thing: the only resource we have is our people. So he made education the heart of national development. Schools focused on discipline, science and technology, English proficiency, critical thinking, meritocracy. He created a system where the hardworking could rise, the talented were supported, skills were aligned with global needs as the world changed. Singapore stayed ahead because its people were trained to compete globally. Singapore realized it could not grow alone. So Lee Kuan Yew invited the world's biggest companies to invest. Companies from the US, Japan, Europe, and beyond. But he did something unique. He built an environment investors loved. He offered safety, stable laws, disciplined labor, world-class infrastructure. He said, "We will be better than any country in the region. Not bigger, but better." And investors came: factories, banks, corporations, bringing jobs, opportunities, and economic growth. To many, it seemed exaggerated: strict laws, fines for littering, chewing gum restrictions. But Lee Kuan Yew knew that poor hygiene leads to disease, low tourism, and a weak image. He wanted Singapore to be a first-world oasis in Asia, he believed. A clean environment reflects a clean mind and a disciplined society. So he transformed Singapore into a garden city, filled with greenery, strict sanitation, and organized urban design. This became part of Singapore's global identity. Unity in diversity. Singapore had people of different races: Chinese, Malays, Indians. Racial conflict was common in the early days. But Lee Kuan Yew refused to let Singapore be divided. He created policies that ensured mixed housing, equal opportunities, no community dominating another. He said, "We are one people. We must act as one." Unity became one of Singapore's greatest strengths. In many countries, leaders are chosen by connection or influence. But in Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew insisted on meritocracy. Positions in government, education, and business were based on ability, hard work, talent, not family background, not social status, not political loyalty. This ensured that the country was run by the best and brightest minds. Long-term vision over short-term popularity. Long-term vision over short-term popularity, perhaps. His greatest wisdom was this: he did not make decisions to win elections. He made decisions to build a future. He invested in ports, airports, housing, and education. Even when people complained or didn't understand. He took risks, he made unpopular choices, but he stayed firm because his eyes were fixed on what Singapore could become. He believed leaders must do what is right, not what is easy. And within just a few decades, Singapore became one of the safest countries in the world. Its economy rose to first world level, its port became one of the busiest globally, its airport became world-class. Its people enjoyed high salaries and excellent education. Its government became a global model. This wasn't magic. This was the result of wisdom, discipline, and leadership. Lee Kuan Yew's story teaches us this powerful truth. A nation does not rise by wealth, but by wisdom. Not by luck, but by leadership. Not by resources, but by discipline. His legacy remains a reminder that even the smallest country can shine, as long as its people and leaders choose vision over excuses and courage over comfort. If you enjoyed this story and want more inspiring narrations about leaders, nations, and life lessons, make sure to follow, like, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and may you carry these lessons of discipline and vision into our own lives.